Well, the year is coming to an end, and that means Alabama is running out of time to spend all that money received under the Federal CARES Act.
Investigative reporter Brendan Kirby has been digging into the numbers, and he now joins us live. Brendan.
Byron and Lenise, that's right. The state still has a little more than $818 million out of its $1.9 billion allocation. But State Finance Director Kelly Butler says he's confident that the state will meet its December 30th deadline to spend nearly all of it. Butler told reporters today that all of the money has been allocated and that the state is on track to spend all but about $10 million or less.
I'm highly confident that we'll get substantially all the money spent by the deadline.
State records show the greatest amount of unspent money is for a program unveiled by Governor Kay Ivey last week called Revive Plus. There's $177 million available for cash grants, up to $20,000 for small businesses, nonprofits, and faith-based organizations in Alabama. Butler says the state has received nearly 30,000 applications. The deadline to apply is Friday. After that, the most unspent funds break down like this: about $118 million to county governments, more than $94 million earmarked for cities and towns, almost $50 million for state agencies, and almost $46 million for education, health, and wellness programs. Some social advocacy organizations have complained that the state hasn't done enough to address the needs. But Butler says the state is constrained by limitations placed by Congress.
There is a perception out there that this money can solve everybody's problem and can be used for everything that people want it to be used for. And the reality is that the Treasury guidance, particularly the audit guidance issued by the Treasury OIG, just does not allow us to do everything that everybody wants us to do. And the penalty, if we use the money outside the bounds, outside the law and the regulations, is that the state has to repay the money.
Robin Hayden, executive director of Alabama Arise, says the state has made progress.
Those needs do not disappear on December 30th. So, I'm glad that our state has really been pushing and working hard to get all of the existing CARES Act money out to organizations and communities.
Butler says his department will ask to transfer money elsewhere before the end of the year if it goes unclaimed. The state already has done this, most notably transferring $300 million originally meant for the prisons into the Unemployment Compensation Fund. Possible beneficiaries of a future transfer include another $287 million for unemployment and more money for health care. And Butler says that the state does have some flexibility in reimbursing expenses submitted by the end of the year. The feds will allow a grace period of 2 to 3 months to send out that money. Reporting live, Brendan Kirby, Fox 10 News.